You don't fit the company image anymore. Clean out your desk," Richard had said 6 years ago, 2 weeks after Destiny told him she was pregnant. Christmas party at Richardson Industries. Richard bragged to investors about record profits. His assistant rushed over, pale. "Sir, the new owner is here." Richard frowned. "New owner?" The ballroom doors opened. Destiny walked in wearing a $75,000 gown, 3 children in matching Christmas formal wear beside her. "Hello, Richard. I'm your new boss." His wife walked over. "Richard, why do those children look exactly like you?" He had no answer. Destiny smiled. "Merry Christmas. You're fired." But before we dive into the full story, let me know where you're watching from and what time it is. Now, subscribe to the channel and let's get started. I need you to understand something, Destiny. This company has a reputation. Richard Richardson stood by the window of his office on the 75th floor of the Willis Tower in Chicago, Illinois. His voice was quiet. His hands were in the pockets of his suit. The suit was dark blue and cost $3,000. He did not look at Destiny when he spoke. Destiny Williams sat in the chair across from his desk. Her hands shook. She pressed them together to make them stop. She had practiced this conversation for 3 days. She thought she was ready. But now, sitting here, she felt small. "Richard, I know this is unexpected," she said, "but we can figure this out together." Richard finally turned around. His face was blank. His blue eyes were cold. This was not the same man who laughed with her in hotel rooms. This was not the man who told her she was special. "I need time to think," Richard said. "We will talk about this later." Destiny stood up. Her legs felt weak. She walked to the door. "When?" she asked. "Soon," Richard said. He turned back to the window. The meeting was over. That was 2 weeks ago. 6 weeks earlier, everything was different. Richard Richardson was 40 years old. He was the CEO of Richardson Industries. The company made parts for cars and machines. The company was worth $50 million. Richard's father started the company 30 years ago. Richard took control when he was 33 years old. Everyone in Chicago business circles knew his name. Destiny Williams was 28 years old. She grew up in Englewood, on the south side of Chicago. Her mother worked as a nurse. Her father left when Destiny was 3 years old. Money was always tight, but Destiny was smart. She won a scholarship to DePaul University. She studied marketing and business. She graduated at the top of her class. 2 years ago, she got the job at Richardson Industries. She was the marketing director. She sat at a desk on the 42nd floor. She created campaigns for new products. She worked 10 hours every day. She wanted to prove she deserved to be there. Her mother died from cancer 1 year after Destiny got the job. After that, Destiny had no family left. She threw herself into work. Work was all she had. Richard noticed her at a company meeting. Destiny was presenting a new marketing strategy. She spoke clearly. She answered every question. Richard watched her from the back of the room. After the meeting, Richard sent her an email. "Excellent presentation today. Let's discuss your ideas further." "Dinner this week?" Destiny read the email 3 times. The CEO wanted to have dinner with her. This could be good for her career. She said yes. They met at a restaurant in River North called Gibson's Bar and Steakhouse. Richard wore a gray suit and an expensive watch. He asked about her background. He listened when she talked. He made her feel important. "You have a brilliant mind," Richard said. "This company is lucky to have you." Destiny smiled. She felt proud. They had dinner again the next week, then the week after that. On the 4th dinner, Richard reached across the table and took her hand. "I can't stop thinking about you," he said. Destiny's heart beat fast. This was wrong. He was her boss. But she felt something too. She had been alone for so long. "We have to be careful," Destiny said. "No one at work can know." "I understand," Richard said. "This stays between us." They started meeting at hotels in downtown Chicago, the Peninsula, the Ritz-Carlton. Richard always paid cash. He never used credit cards. Destiny told herself this was just for privacy. She did not think about what it really meant. For 4 months, they met twice a week. Richard was different in private. He laughed more. He touched her face gently. He made her feel seen. But he never talked about the future. When Destiny mentioned next month or next year, Richard changed the subject. He talked about work instead. He talked about business deals and profit margins. At the office, Richard barely looked at her. He walked past her desk without stopping. In meetings, he did not call on her. Destiny told herself this was necessary. They had to keep the secret. Then Destiny started feeling sick. She felt nauseous every morning. She was tired all the time. Her body felt different. She knew what this meant, but she was afraid to check. One Tuesday morning, Destiny felt so sick she had to run to the bathroom. She vomited. Her coworker, a woman named Sandra, knocked on the stall door. "Are you okay in there?" Sandra asked. "I'm fine," Destiny said. "Maybe I ate something bad." But she knew it was not food. After work, Destiny went to a pharmacy on Michigan Avenue. She bought a pregnancy test. Her hands shook when she gave the cashier the money. In her apartment in Pilsen, Destiny sat on the bathroom floor. The apartment was small, 1 bedroom, old carpet. But the rent was only $800 a month. It was all she could afford. She took the test. She waited 3 minutes. She looked at the result. Positive. Destiny put her hand over her mouth. She was pregnant. She was going to have a baby. Richard's baby. She felt scared. But she also felt hope. Maybe this would change things. Maybe Richard would finally talk about the future. Maybe they could be a real couple now. For 3 days, Destiny practiced what she would say. She stood in front of her bathroom mirror. "Richard, I have something important to tell you. I'm pregnant. I know this is unexpected, but we can handle this together." She said it 20 different ways. She tried to sound calm. She tried to sound confident. On Friday afternoon, Destiny walked to Richard's office. His assistant was at lunch. Destiny knocked on his door. "Come in," Richard said. Destiny entered. Richard sat at his desk typing on his computer. The office was huge. Floor-to-ceiling windows showed the Chicago skyline. Lake Michigan spread out in the distance. "Richard, I need to talk to you," Destiny said. Richard looked up. His face showed no expression. "Close the door," he said. Destiny closed the door. She sat down. Her heart pounded so hard she could hear it. "I'm pregnant," she said. Richard stopped moving. He stared at her. 5 seconds passed. 10 seconds. The silence was terrible. "Are you sure?" he finally asked. "Yes," Destiny said. "I took 3 tests. They were all positive." Richard stood up. He walked to the window. He put his hands in his pockets. "I need time to think," he said. That was all. No questions about how she felt. No questions about what she needed. Just 5 words. "Richard, we need to talk about this," Destiny said. "I said I need time," Richard repeated. His voice was sharp now. "We will discuss this later." Destiny left his office. She felt numb. Richard did not call her that weekend. He did not text. On Monday at work, he did not look at her. Tuesday was the same. Wednesday was the same. 2 weeks passed. Destiny felt sick every morning. She was exhausted. She could barely focus on work. She kept checking her phone. Richard never contacted her. Then, on a Thursday afternoon, Destiny received an email from Richard's assistant. "Mr. Richardson requests a meeting with you tomorrow at 2 in the afternoon. Conference room B." Destiny felt relief. Finally, they would talk. The next day, Destiny walked to conference room B at exactly 2 o'clock. She opened the door. Richard sat at the table. Next to him sat a man in a dark suit. The man had gray hair and glasses. He looked like a lawyer. Destiny's stomach dropped. "Sit down, Destiny," Richard said. Destiny sat. Her hands were cold. "This is my attorney, Mr. Harrison," Richard said. "We need to discuss your employment status." "My employment status?" Destiny repeated. Mr. Harrison opened a folder. He pulled out papers. "Over the past month, your work performance has declined significantly," Mr. Harrison said. His voice was flat. He was reading from the paper. "You have missed deadlines. Your presentations have been inadequate. After careful consideration, we have decided to terminate your employment effective immediately." The words hit Destiny like a punch. Fired. He was firing her. "This is because I'm pregnant," Destiny said. She looked at Richard. "You're firing me because I'm pregnant." Richard's face was stone. He said nothing. "Here is your severance package," Mr. Harrison said. He pushed an envelope across the table. $20,000. In exchange, you will sign a non-disclosure agreement. You will not discuss your relationship with Mr. Richardson or the circumstances of your departure. Destiny stared at the envelope. $20,000. That was the price of her silence, the price of erasing her. "You threw me away," Destiny said quietly. She looked at Richard. "I meant nothing to you." Richard looked down at the table. He still said nothing. Destiny picked up the envelope. She stood up. Her legs were shaking, but she walked to the door. She turned around one more time. "I will never forgive you for this," she said. She walked out. She walked past her desk. She did not pack her things. She walked to the elevator. She rode down 75 floors. She walked out of the Willis Tower. On the train ride home, Destiny cried. People stared, but she did not care. 1 month later, Destiny sat in her apartment drinking tea. She was 3 months pregnant now. Her stomach was starting to show. She had barely left the apartment in weeks. She opened the Chicago Tribune, and she turned to the business section. A photo covered half the page. The headline read, "Richardson and Chambers Unite in Lake Forest Wedding." The photo showed Richard in a black tuxedo. Next to him stood a blonde woman in a white dress. Her name was Victoria Chambers. The article said she was the daughter of James Chambers, a major investor in Richardson Industries. The wedding took place at a mansion in Lake Forest. 200 guests attended. The bride wore a designer dress worth $50,000. Destiny stared at the photo. Richard was smiling. He looked happy. He planned this the whole time. He was going to marry Victoria. Destiny was just a secret. A mistake. Something to hide. Destiny put the newspaper down. She placed her hand on her stomach. She was alone. She had no family. She had no job. She had $20,000 and a baby coming. But she made a promise to herself in that moment. She would survive this. She would build a life. And someday, Richard Richardson would face the truth of what he did. Destiny folded the newspaper and put it in the trash. She did not want to see Richard's face anymore. She did not want to see his perfect wedding or his perfect new wife. The apartment was quiet. Too quiet. Destiny looked around. The furniture was old. The couch had a rip in the cushion. The walls were thin. She could hear her neighbors arguing upstairs. This was her life now. Alone in a small apartment with no job and a baby coming. Destiny's phone rang. She looked at the screen. It was Sandra, her old co-worker from Richardson Industries. Destiny let it ring. Sandra called 3 times that week. Destiny never answered. She did not want to talk about what happened. She did not want to lie and say she was fine. The phone stopped ringing. A minute later, a text message appeared. "I heard what happened. I'm so sorry. If you need anything, call me." Destiny deleted the message. She opened her laptop. She checked her bank account. The severance check was deposited. $20,000. After rent, food, and doctor visits, how long would this last? 6 months? Maybe 8 if she was very careful? Destiny put her hand on her stomach. The baby was still small. She could barely feel anything yet. But soon she would need maternity clothes. She would need a crib. She would need diapers and bottles and so many things. Fear filled her chest. She could not breathe. She stood up and walked to the window. The street below was empty. It was November. The trees had no leaves. Everything looked dead. "I don't know how to do this," Destiny whispered to herself. But she had no choice. She had to figure it out. The next morning, Destiny felt sick again. She ran to the bathroom and vomited. This happened every day now. Morning sickness. The name was wrong, though. It happened all day. After she stopped vomiting, Destiny brushed her teeth. She looked at herself in the mirror. Her face looked thin. She was not eating enough. She knew she should eat more for the baby, but food made her feel sick. She needed to see a doctor. She needed to know if the baby was healthy. But she had no insurance. Richardson Industries canceled her health insurance the day they fired her. Destiny searched online for free clinics in Chicago. She found one on the south side near where she grew up. The clinic was called Community Health Center. They accepted patients without insurance. Destiny called the number. A woman answered. "Community Health Center. How can I help you?" "I need to see a doctor," Destiny said. "I'm pregnant, and I don't have insurance." "We can help you," the woman said. "Our next available appointment is Tuesday at 10 in the morning. Does that work?" "Yes," Destiny said. "Thank you." Tuesday came. Destiny took the Red Line train to the south side. She got off at the 69th Street station. She walked 3 blocks to the clinic. The waiting room was crowded. Mothers with children. Elderly people. A man with a cough. Everyone looked tired. Destiny signed in at the front desk. She filled out forms. She waited for 2 hours. Finally, a nurse called her name. "Destiny Williams?" Destiny stood up. She followed the nurse down a hallway. The nurse was a black woman in her 50s. She had kind eyes. "First pregnancy?" the nurse asked. "Yes," Destiny said. "Are you here alone?" the nurse asked. Destiny nodded. The nurse did not ask more questions. She took Destiny's blood pressure and weight. Then she led Destiny to an exam room. "The doctor will be with you soon," the nurse said. Destiny sat on the exam table. The paper crinkled under her. The room was small and cold. Posters on the wall showed pregnant women smiling. The women in the posters had partners with them. They looked happy. Destiny felt tears come to her eyes. She wiped them away quickly. The doctor entered. She was a woman in her 40s, with gray streaks in her black hair. She wore glasses and a white coat. "Hello, Destiny. I'm Dr. Patel," she said. She shook Destiny's hand. "I understand you're pregnant and need prenatal care." "Yes," Destiny said. "When was your last period?" Dr. Patel asked. Destiny told her. Dr. Patel calculated on a piece of paper. "That makes you about 12 weeks along." 3 months, Dr. Patel said. "Let's do an ultrasound to check on the baby." Destiny lay back on the exam table. Dr. Patel squeezed cold gel on Destiny's stomach. She pressed a wand against Destiny's skin. A screen showed black and gray shapes. Dr. Patel moved the wand around. She stopped. She moved it again. Her eyes widened slightly. "Is something wrong?" Destiny asked. Her heart started pounding. "No, nothing is wrong," Dr. Patel said. She smiled. "But I need to show you something." She turned the screen so Destiny could see. She pointed at 3 small white shapes. "You're having triplets," Dr. Patel said. 3 babies." Destiny stared at the screen. 3 babies. Not 1. 3. "Are you sure?" Destiny whispered. "Yes," Dr. Patel said. "See here? This is baby 1, this is baby 2, and this is baby 3. They all have strong heartbeats." Destiny could not speak. She could not breathe. 3 babies. "I know this is a lot to process," Dr. Patel said gently. "Triplet pregnancies require extra care. You'll need to come in more often, and you'll need to eat well and rest as much as possible." "Okay," Destiny said, but her voice sounded far away. Dr. Patel printed pictures from the ultrasound. She handed them to Destiny. "Do you have support?" Dr. Patel asked. "Family? The father?" Destiny shook her hands. "No, I'm alone." Dr. Patel's face showed concern. "There are resources that can help. Social services, food programs. Let me give you some information." She left the room and returned with pamphlets. Destiny took them. She did not look at them. "Thank you," Destiny said. She left the clinic in a daze. She walked to the train station. She sat on the platform waiting for the train. She looked at the ultrasound pictures. 3 small white shapes. 3 lives depending on her. How would she take care of 3 babies alone? She could barely afford rent. She had no job. She had no family. The train arrived. Destiny got on. She sat by the window. She watched the city pass by. When she got back to her apartment, Destiny sat on the floor. She put the ultrasound pictures in front of her. She stared at them for a long time. Then she picked up her phone. She scrolled through her contacts. She found Richard's number. Her finger hovered over it. She could call him. She could tell him about the triplets. Maybe he would help with money. Maybe he would feel guilty. But then she remembered his face in that conference room, cold and empty. She remembered how he sat there silently while his lawyer fired her. She remembered the wedding photo in the newspaper. Richard smiling in his tuxedo. He did not care about her. He would not care about these babies. He threw her away to protect his reputation. If she called him now, he would probably deny the babies were his. He would make her sign more papers. He would pay her to disappear completely. Destiny deleted Richard's number from her phone. She would not beg him for anything. She would not give him that power. But she could not stay in Chicago. This city had too many memories. Every street corner reminded her of something. The restaurant where Richard first held her hand. The Willis Tower where she used to work. The train she took crying after being fired. She needed to start over, somewhere new. Destiny opened her laptop. She searched for cities with low cost of living and good job markets. She read about different places. Denver, Colorado. Charlotte, North Carolina. Austin, Texas. Austin caught her attention. The article said Austin had a growing tech industry. The rent was cheaper than Chicago. The weather was warmer. There were jobs. Destiny made a decision. She would move to Austin. She would have the babies there. She would build a new life far away from Richard Richardson and his cold blue eyes. She spent the next 2 weeks preparing. She sold her furniture to neighbors for cash. She packed her clothes in 2 suitcases. She kept only what she needed. She told her landlord she was leaving. He kept her security deposit, but she did not fight it. She just wanted to go. On a cold December morning, Destiny took one last look at her empty apartment. She closed the door. She dragged her 2 suitcases down 3 flights of stairs. She took the train to the Greyhound bus station downtown. The station was crowded and smelled like diesel fuel. People slept on benches. A man asked her for money. Destiny walked past him. She bought a one-way ticket to Austin, Texas. The ticket cost $147. The bus boarded at noon. Destiny found a seat near the back. She put her suitcases in the overhead compartment. She sat down by the window. The bus pulled out of the station. Chicago disappeared behind her. Destiny placed her hand on her stomach. The babies were too small to feel yet, but she knew they were there. "I will give you a better life," she whispered, "no matter what it takes." The bus drove south toward a city she had never seen, carrying everything Destiny owned and 3 small lives that would change her forever. The bus ride took 23 hours. Destiny tried to sleep, but the seat was uncomfortable. Her back hurt. Her stomach felt tight. The bus stopped in Dallas for 30 minutes. Destiny got off to use the bathroom and buy a bottle of water. Then the bus continued south. When the bus finally pulled into the Austin station, it was late afternoon. The sun was bright and hot. Destiny stepped off the bus and felt the warm air. It was December, but the temperature felt like summer in Chicago. The Austin Greyhound station was smaller than Chicago's. Destiny grabbed her 2 suitcases. She stood on the sidewalk and looked around. She had no plan. She had no place to go. She just knew she needed to find an apartment fast. Destiny walked to a gas station across the street. Inside, she asked the man at the counter for directions. "Excuse me, do you know where I can find cheap apartments?" Destiny asked. The man looked at her suitcases. He looked at her pregnant belly. "Try Riverside," he said. "East Riverside Drive. Lots of apartment complexes over there. Rent is cheaper than other parts of town." "How do I get there?" Destiny asked. "Bus stop is right outside. Take the number 1 bus. It goes straight down Riverside," the man said. "Thank you," Destiny said. She bought a bus map and waited outside. The bus came 20 minutes later. Destiny struggled to lift her suitcases up the steps. The bus driver, a woman in her 60s, helped her. "You okay, sweetheart?" the driver asked. "Yes, thank you," Destiny said. She sat near the front. The bus drove through downtown Austin. Destiny saw tall buildings and cranes everywhere. The city was growing. Construction sites were on every block. The bus turned onto Riverside Drive. The buildings got older. The streets got quieter. Destiny saw apartment complexes with faded paint and cracked parking lots. After 30 minutes, Destiny got off the bus. She walked down the street, looking at buildings. Most had "For Rent" signs. She walked into the first complex. The office was a small room with yellow walls. A man sat behind a desk, eating a sandwich. "I need an apartment," Destiny said. The man looked her up and down. His eyes stopped on her stomach. "How many people?" he asked. "Just me," Destiny said. "You pregnant?" he asked. "Yes," Destiny said. "You got a job?" he asked. "Not yet. I just moved here. But I have money for rent," Destiny said. "First month, last month, and deposit. That's $1,800, the man said. Destiny did not have that much. "Do you have anything cheaper?" "No," the man said. He went back to eating his sandwich. Destiny left. She tried 4 more apartments. Every place asked for too much money up front. Or they saw her pregnant belly and made excuses. It was getting dark. Destiny was exhausted. Her feet hurt from walking. She sat on a bench at a bus stop. She wanted to cry, but she was too tired. A woman sat down next to her. The woman was older, maybe 60, with gray hair pulled back in a bun. She wore a cleaning uniform. "You looking for a place?" the woman asked. Her accent was Spanish. "Yes," Destiny said, "but everything is too expensive, or they don't want to rent to me." "Why don't they want to rent to you?" the woman asked. "I'm pregnant, and I don't have a job yet," Destiny said. The woman nodded. "I know a place. The landlord is my cousin. He's not so picky. It's not fancy, but it's cheap." "Can you take me there?" Destiny asked. "Come on," the woman said. They walked 2 blocks. The apartment building was old, the paint was peeling, but it looked clean enough. The woman knocked on a door marked Manager. A man in his 40s opened the door. The woman spoke to him in Spanish. Destiny did not understand the words, but she understood the tone. The woman was asking him to help. The man looked at Destiny. "You need apartment?" "Yes," Destiny said. "1 bedroom, $600 a month, first month and deposit. That's $1,200. You have that?" he asked. "Yes," Destiny said. "Okay, you can move in today," he said. Destiny felt relief wash over her. "Thank you. Thank you so much." The man gave her keys. The woman helped Destiny carry her suitcases up the stairs to the 2nd floor. The apartment was small. 1 bedroom, a tiny kitchen, a bathroom with old tiles. But it was hers. "Thank you for helping me," Destiny said to the woman. "My name is Rosa Martinez." The woman said, "I live downstairs, apartment 203. If you need anything, you knock on my door." "I'm Destiny Williams," Destiny said. "Why did you help me?" Rosa smiled. "I came to this country 30 years ago. I was pregnant and alone, too. Someone helped me. Now I help you." Rosa left. Destiny sat on the floor of her empty apartment. She had no furniture, no bed, but she had a place to live. That night, Destiny slept on the floor using her jacket as a pillow. The next morning, Destiny woke up with her back aching. She needed to find work immediately. She used the apartment's Wi-Fi to search for jobs on her phone. She applied to marketing jobs first. Those were the jobs she was qualified for. She sent her resume to 20 companies. Then she applied to retail jobs, coffee shops, grocery stores, restaurants. She applied to 50 jobs in 3 days. Some places called her for interviews. Destiny borrowed bus money from Rosa to get to the interviews. At the first interview, a coffee shop downtown called Mozart's Coffee Roasters. The manager seemed interested until she saw Destiny's stomach. "When are you due?" the manager asked. "April," Destiny said. That was 5 months away. "I see," the manager said. Her voice changed. "We'll call you if we're interested." They did not call. The same thing happened at 3 more interviews. As soon as they saw she was pregnant, they found reasons not to hire her. Destiny knew this was discrimination. It was illegal. But she had no money to hire a lawyer. She had no time to fight. She needed work now. Finally, a cleaning company called Clean Pro Services hired her. They needed someone for night shifts. The manager, a man named Tom, did not care that she was pregnant. "You clean office buildings from 10 at night until 6 in the morning," Tom said. "At $12 an hour, you start Monday." "I'll take it," Destiny said. 2 days later, a coffee shop called Joe's Coffee hired her for morning shifts. 6 in the morning until noon. $8 an hour plus tips. Destiny also found freelance marketing work online. She joined a website called Upwork. She bid on small projects. She designed social media posts and wrote marketing copy for $20 per project. Now she had 3 jobs. She would work at the coffee shop from 6 in the morning until noon. Then she would do freelance work from 1 until 5. Then she would sleep from 6 until 9. Then she would clean offices from 10 at night until 6 in the morning. 4 hours of sleep each night. That was all she had. Rosa watched Destiny leave for work every day. One evening, Rosa knocked on Destiny's door. "This is too much," Rosa said. "You're pregnant with 3 babies. You need rest." "I need money more than I need rest," Destiny said. "When the babies come, who will watch them?" Rosa asked. Destiny had not thought about that. Daycare cost money, more money than she had. "I don't know," Destiny admitted. "I will watch them," Rosa said. "I can't ask you to do that," Destiny said. "You're not asking. I'm offering," Rosa said. "I'm retired. My children are grown. I have time. You pay me what you can." Destiny started crying. "Why are you so kind to me?" "Because you remind me of myself a long time ago," Rosa said. "And because everyone needs help sometimes." Destiny worked her 3 jobs through her entire pregnancy. At 7 months, her stomach was huge. She could barely bend over to clean floors. But she kept working. At 8 months, Destiny's feet were so swollen she could not fit in her shoes. She wore sandals even though it was February and cold at night. She was cleaning an office building downtown on a Tuesday night. It was 2 in the morning. Destiny was mopping the floor in a conference room. Suddenly, she felt wetness between her legs. She looked down. Water and blood. Her water broke. Pain shot through her stomach. A contraction. Then another. Destiny grabbed her phone. She called 911. "911, what's your emergency?" the operator asked. "I'm in labor," Destiny said. Her voice shook. "I'm having triplets. I'm only 8 months pregnant." "What's your location?" the operator asked. Destiny gave the address. "Please hurry," she said. "Stay calm. Ambulance is on the way," the operator said. Destiny sat down on the floor. The contractions came faster. She tried to breathe. Tears ran down her face. "Please, be okay," she whispered to her babies. "Please, be okay." The ambulance arrived 12 minutes later. Paramedics rushed in with a stretcher. They lifted Destiny onto it. "How far apart are the contractions?" a paramedic asked. 3 minutes, Destiny said through gritted teeth. "We need to move fast," the paramedic said. They carried her to the ambulance. The sirens screamed as they drove through the empty Austin streets. At St. David's Medical Center, nurses rushed Destiny into a delivery room. Doctors came in. Everyone was talking at once. "She's 8 months along with triplets. Heart rates are stable. She's losing blood." The pain was unbearable. Destiny screamed. "Push!" a doctor shouted. Destiny pushed. She pushed until she thought she would die. The first baby came. A girl. Grace. "One more!" the doctor shouted. Destiny pushed again. The second baby came. Another girl. Hope. "Last one! You can do this!" the doctor said. Destiny had no strength left, but she pushed anyway. The third baby came. A boy. Michael. "She's hemorrhaging!" a nurse shouted. The room spun. Destiny saw the ceiling lights. Then everything went black. 3 days later, Destiny opened her eyes. She was in a hospital bed. Machines beeped around her. Her body felt empty and weak. A nurse saw her wake up. "Welcome back," the nurse said. "You gave us quite a scare." "My babies," Destiny whispered. Her throat was dry. "They're fine. They're in the NICU, but they're healthy." "Would you like to see them?" the nurse asked. "Yes," Destiny said. The nurse left and returned with a wheelchair. She helped Destiny into it. She wheeled her down a hallway to a room full of incubators. 3 incubators held 3 tiny babies. They were so small. They wore little hats and had tubes attached to them. "You can hold them," the nurse said. The nurse lifted the first baby and placed her in Destiny's arms. Grace. She weighed 4 pounds. Her eyes were closed. Her little chest moved up and down. Destiny cried. She had never felt love this strong. this overwhelming. The nurse brought Hope next, then Michael. Destiny held all three of her children and made a silent promise. She would protect them. She would give them a good life, no matter what it took. 2 weeks later, a hospital administrator came to Destiny's room with papers. The bill for the delivery and 3 weeks of NICU care was $150,000. Destiny stared at the number on the paper. $150,000. The numbers blurred as tears filled her eyes. "I don't have this kind of money," Destiny said to the administrator. The woman, who wore a gray suit and glasses, sat down in the chair next to the hospital bed. "We understand," the woman said. "We can set up a payment plan. You would pay $1,000 per month. $1,000 every month. On top of rent and food and diapers for 3 babies. "Okay," Destiny said. What else could she say? The woman gave her more papers to sign. Destiny signed them without reading. Her hand shook. After the administrator left, Destiny looked at the 3 car seats the hospital provided. Grace, Hope, and Michael were finally coming home today. They spent 2 weeks in the NICU. Now they were strong enough to leave. Rosa arrived at the hospital to help. She took a bus from Riverside. "You ready?" Rosa asked. "I don't know," Destiny said honestly. Rosa smiled. "Nobody is ever ready. You just do it anyway." They carried the 3 car seats down to the taxi Rosa called. The driver looked nervous about fitting everything, but they managed. Grace in the middle, Hope on the left, Michael on the right. At the apartment, Rosa helped Destiny carry the babies upstairs. The apartment looked even smaller now. Destiny bought 3 cribs at a thrift store for $30 each. That was all the furniture she had for them. "You go rest," Rosa said. "I'll watch them for a few hours." "I can't ask you to do that," Destiny said. "You're not asking. Go sleep," Rosa said firmly. Destiny was too exhausted to argue. She lay down on her mattress on the floor and fell asleep immediately. 2 weeks passed. Destiny's body still hurt from the delivery. Her stomach had a long scar from the emergency surgery, but she had to go back to work. The hospital bill was due. Rent was due. The babies needed diapers and formula. Destiny returned to all 3 jobs. Rosa watched the babies during the day and night. Destiny paid Rosa $200 per month. It was all she could afford. Rosa deserved more, but never complained. Destiny's new schedule was brutal. She woke up at 5 in the morning. She pumped breast milk. She left 3 bottles for Rosa. She walked to the bus stop in the dark. She worked at Joe's Coffee from 6 until noon. She made lattes and breakfast sandwiches. Her feet hurt from standing. Her body was still healing. At noon, she took the bus home. She saw the babies for 1 hour. She fed them. She held them. Grace cried a lot. She had colic. Her little face turned red from screaming. Hope was quieter. She watched everything with wide eyes. Michael made small noises and moved his tiny fists. At 1 o'clock, Destiny pumped more milk. Then she opened her laptop. She did freelance marketing work until 5. She designed social media posts. She wrote website copy. She made $20 here, $30 there. At 5, she pumped milk again. She ate a quick meal, usually rice and beans. Cheap food that filled her stomach. At 6, she tried to sleep, but Grace's crying woke her up. Or Michael's breathing sounded wrong, and Destiny panicked and checked on him. Or Hope needed to be fed. At 9:30, Destiny got up. She put on her cleaning uniform. She said goodbye to Rosa and the babies. She took the bus downtown. From 10 at night until 6 in the morning, she cleaned office buildings. She mopped floors. She emptied trash cans. She cleaned toilets. Her back ached constantly. Sometimes she had to sit down because she felt dizzy. At 6 in the morning, she went home. She saw the babies sleeping. She pumped milk. Then she slept for 3 hours until she had to wake up for her coffee shop shift. This cycle repeated every day. Destiny got 4 hours of sleep each night, sometimes less. 1 month passed, then 2 months. Destiny was a ghost of herself. She lost weight. Her clothes hung loose on her body. Dark circles appeared under her eyes. Rosa worried. "You're going to get sick," Rosa said. "You need more rest." "I need more money," Destiny said. "Rest doesn't pay bills." Michael developed asthma. He had trouble breathing sometimes. Destiny took him to a free clinic. The doctor gave her an inhaler, but the inhaler cost $60. Destiny used money she saved for groceries. Grace's colic got worse. She cried for hours. Nothing helped. Destiny walked around the apartment at 3 in the morning holding Grace, while Hope and Michael slept. Destiny cried too. She was so tired, so alone. Hope was the easiest baby. She rarely cried. She ate and slept. But Destiny felt guilty. She barely had time to hold Hope. Rosa spent more time with the babies than Destiny did. One night, Destiny was cleaning an office building in downtown Austin. It was 2 in the morning. She was mopping the floor in a big conference room. The room had windows that showed the city lights. Destiny stopped mopping. She sat down on the floor. She put her face in her hands. She sobbed. Everything hurt. Her body hurt. Her heart hurt. She missed her babies. She left before they woke up and came home after they slept. She was working 3 jobs and still could barely pay bills. She thought about Richard. He was living in a mansion in Chicago. He had money. He had power. He had everything while she had nothing. This was his fault. He threw her away. He fired her for being pregnant. He married someone else while Destiny was alone and scared. Destiny pulled out her phone. She scrolled to Richard's number. Her finger hovered over the call button. She could call him. She could tell him about Grace, Hope, and Michael. Maybe he would send money. Maybe he would help. But then what? He would own part of them. He would have power over her forever. Destiny remembered his cold face in that conference room. She remembered the lawyer reading papers. She remembered how Richard said nothing while they fired her. He did not deserve to know these children. He did not deserve to be part of their lives. Destiny deleted Richard's number from her phone. She would never contact him. She would never give him that power. She dried her tears. She stood up. She finished mopping the floor. But as she worked, her mind started thinking. All of her freelance clients had the same problems. They were small business owners who did not understand marketing. They wasted money on advertisements that did not work. They could not keep track of their customers. They needed help, but could not afford to hire full-time marketing people. What if there was software that could help them? Software that managed social media posts, tracked customers, and showed which advertisements brought in sales. Destiny knew how to code. She taught herself in college using free YouTube videos. She built websites for class projects. She understood databases and user interfaces. Could she build this software? Could she create something that solved these problems? The idea grew in her mind. She thought about it while cleaning. She thought about it on the bus ride home. She thought about it while pumping breast milk. At home, Destiny opened an old notebook. She sat at her tiny kitchen table. It was 4 in the morning. The babies were sleeping. Rosa was sleeping in the chair. Destiny wrote at the top of the first page, "Phoenix Solutions rising from the ashes." Phoenix, the bird that burned and was born again from the ashes. That was her. That was her life. Destiny started writing features the software would need. She drew diagrams. She made lists. For the first time in months, she felt something other than exhaustion. She felt hope. Building this software would take time. She would have to code during every free minute. But if it worked, if businesses actually bought it, maybe she could quit one of her jobs. Maybe eventually she could quit all of them and work for herself. Maybe she could give her children a real life, a good life. Over the next 3 months, Destiny coded whenever possible. She coded on the bus. She coded during her lunch break at the coffee shop. She coded at 2 in the morning while the babies slept. She coded on her phone when she did not have her laptop. Grace was 4 months old now. Her colic finally stopped. She smiled sometimes. Hope babbled and grabbed at things. Michael's breathing got better with the inhaler. Destiny still barely saw them. She still worked 3 jobs. But now she also worked on Phoenix Solutions. She had no life, no friends, no rest. Just work and babies and code. At 6 months, the babies could sit up. Rosa sent Destiny videos during the day. Destiny watched them on her breaks and cried. She was missing everything. But she kept coding. She kept building. Line by line. Feature by feature. At 8 months, Destiny had a working prototype. The software functioned. It was rough, but it worked. She tested it herself using fake business data. It worked. Now she needed real businesses to try it. And she needed money to launch it properly. She needed servers to run the software. She needed a real website. She needed legal fees to register the business. She calculated the costs. She needed $5,000. Destiny had $800 saved. That was all. After rent, food, diapers, hospital payments, and bills, she had nothing left. She needed a loan. But banks would not give her a loan. She had no credit. She had no collateral. She had nothing. That evening, Destiny sat in her apartment. The babies were playing on a blanket Rosa brought. Well, playing was generous. They mostly rolled around and put toys in their mouths. Rosa was cooking rice and beans in Destiny's kitchen. "Rosa," Destiny said, "can I ask you something?" "Of course," Rosa said. "I need to borrow $5,000, Destiny said. The words came out fast. "I'm building a software business. I have the product ready. I just need money to launch it. I'll pay you back with interest. I promise." Rosa turned off the stove. She left the kitchen. Destiny's heart sank. She asked for too much. Rosa was going to leave and never help again. But Rosa returned carrying a small metal box. She sat down next to Destiny. She opened the box. Inside was cash. Lots of cash, organized in rubber bands. "I saved this for 30 years, Rosa said. "I was saving for my funeral. But I don't need a fancy funeral. You need this more." Rosa counted out $5,000. She placed it in Destiny's hands. Destiny stared at the money. "I can't take this," she whispered. "Yes, you can," Rosa said. "I believe in you. You're going to do something important. I know it." Destiny hugged Rosa and cried. "I'll pay you back. Every dollar, I promise." "I know you will," Rosa said. The next morning, Destiny went to the courthouse. She registered Phoenix Solutions as an official business in the state of Texas. Destiny walked out of the courthouse holding the papers. Phoenix Solutions was now a real company. She was the owner. She was the CEO, even if the company only existed on paper right now. She took the bus to a FedEx office store. She used $500 of Rosa's money to set up a website domain and hosting. She used another $1,000 to rent server space for the software. She used $800 to get a business license and insurance. She spent $200 on business cards that said, "Destiny Williams, CEO, Phoenix Solutions." That left her with $2,500. She needed to make this work. Destiny spent every free minute finishing the software. She fixed bugs. She made the interface cleaner. She added features. At night while cleaning offices, she thought about code. On the bus, she tested the mobile version on her phone. During her break at the coffee shop, she wrote user guides. After 1 month, the software was ready to launch. Phoenix Solutions was a platform where small businesses could manage all their marketing in one place. They could schedule social media posts. They could track customer information. They could see which advertisements brought in sales and which ones wasted money. Now, she needed customers. Destiny made a list of every small business owner she did freelance work for over the past year. She had done projects for 32 different businesses. She sent each one an email. The email said, "I built a software platform that will save you time and money on marketing. I'm offering 3 months completely free if you try it. No credit card required, no commitment. Just try it and see if it helps your business." She sent the emails on a Monday morning. Then she waited. By Monday afternoon, 3 businesses responded. A bakery in South Austin called Sugar Mama's. A gym in North Austin called Iron Body Fitness. A flower shop in downtown called Petals and Stems. All 3 wanted to try the free trial. Destiny set up their accounts. She spent 2 hours with each business owner on video calls. She showed them how to use the software. She answered their questions. The owner of Sugar Mama's was a woman named Jennifer. She was in her 50s and did not understand technology well. "I don't know how to do this," Jennifer said. "This is too complicated." "It's not complicated," Destiny said patiently. "Look, you just click here to write your post. Then you click here to choose when you want it published. The software posts it for you automatically." "What if I mess it up?" Jennifer asked. "You can't mess it up. You can always delete and start over," Destiny said. "Try it now. Make a post about your cupcakes." Jennifer tried. She wrote a post. She added a photo. She'd scheduled it for the next morning. "I did it," Jennifer said. She sounded surprised. "See? Easy," Destiny said. Over the next 2 weeks, all 3 businesses started seeing results. The bakery's social media followers increased. More customers came into the shop. The gym signed up 12 new members. The flower shop's online orders doubled. All 3 businesses called Destiny. "This actually works," Jennifer from the bakery said. "How much does it cost after the free trial?" $99 per month, Destiny said. She chose that price after researching competitors. "I'll take it," Jennifer said. The gym and flower shop signed up too. Destiny got her first 3 paying customers. That was $297 per month. It was not much, but it was a start. Those 3 business owners told other business owners. Destiny got 5 more customers in the next month, then 8 more the month after that. Grace, Hope, and Michael were 1 year old now. They could walk. Grace walked first. She was always the brave one. Hope was more careful. She held onto furniture. Michael walked last, but once he started, he ran everywhere. Destiny still worked all 3 jobs. But Phoenix Solutions was growing. After 6 months, she had 20 customers. That was almost $2,000 per month. After 8 months, she had 35 customers. That was $3,465 per month. Destiny did the math. If she quit her coffee shop job, she could focus more time on Phoenix Solutions. She could get more customers. The business could grow faster. She gave notice at Joe's Coffee. Her manager was sad to see her go. "Good luck," the manager said. "I always knew you were going to do something big." Now Destiny only worked 2 jobs, cleaning offices at night and running Phoenix Solutions during the day. She still barely slept. But she saw her children more. She took them to the park on Saturday afternoons. She pushed them on the baby swings. Grace laughed and wanted to go higher. Hope was scared and cried. Michael fell asleep in the swing. At 18 months old, the triplets started talking. Grace's first word was Mama. Hope's first word was No. Michael's first word was Ball. Destiny cried when Grace said Mama. She recorded it on her phone and watched it 50 times. Phoenix Solutions kept growing. After 1 year, Destiny had 50 customers.